Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to Astrology with Georgie. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Virgo season, which is when the sun is moving through the Virgo section of the sky, the Virgo section of your chart, and basically what this means for you. So hang tight, I'm going to go through all of the signs. This isn't going to be a really long video, guys. It's just going to be talking basically about the sun, and I am going to touch on the new moon in Virgo as well, and what that might mean for each sign. Please listen for your rising sign. You can also listen for your sun and your moon and see how it resonates, but mainly this is most accurate for the rising sign. Now, the sun, as of today, the 22nd of August, has just moved into Virgo. I have skipped this by a couple of hours, but as you can see here, this symbol is the sun, and this is the sun having just moved into Virgo. Now, everybody has Virgo in their chart, so the sun, which is our energy, our life force, our vitality, is going to be moving through a different part of your chart depending on where you have Virgo, okay? So this puts an emphasis on our focus, what we're focused on, what our energy is going towards, okay? And it just, because Venus is in Virgo as well, so we've now got two planets in Virgo, it's just going to add a little bit more emphasis into that part of your chart. We're leaving Leo season behind. Now, Virgo season is, because it comes after the summer, it's kind of slowing down a little bit, okay? Now, we're not quite into autumn yet, but we're going to move into September, and this is the first month of autumn. So it's all about starting to slow down. You know, we've had the busyness of summer, and Virgo season wants us to really start to perfect. So whatever business we've had over the summer, whatever we've created in Leo season, Virgo is now asking us to perfect that, okay? Virgo is the sign of health, it is the sign of routines, and it's of being of service to other people. So generally, as a general energy, we might be focusing more on our health. As a general energy, general energy, we might be focusing more on our routines or refining our current routines, finding an order that works for us. It might be that we're having to be of service to somebody that we know, a family member or a colleague, more around this time, because Virgo is the sign of helping others. It's the sign of healing. So during this time, we might find that we are having to there's people in our lives that we're having to help or provide a service to in some sense, and we might feel more inclined to do that during Virgo season. It's also the sign of details and, like I said, perfecting something. So we could feel a bit more critical during Virgo season, or you just may find that you're picking up on the details of things more than what you were in Leo. Because Leo season is following your heart, it's heart-led and creativity, and Virgo is logical, okay? Mercury rules Virgo, so it's thinking more with your mind and following more of a logical plan rather than just leading with your heart, okay? So that's the difference between Leo and Virgo season. But on a personal level, like I said, the sun's going to be moving through a certain part of your chart, putting more energy there. So I'm going to run through the signs, what this can mean. So for Virgos yourself, this is your time to shine, guys. If you have been feeling a little bit not yourself with over the past few weeks, and actually, you know, Mercury is still retrograding until the 28th. So actually, Virgos, you still might be feeling a bit anxious. You still might be feeling not quite yourself. You still might be overthinking, having to redo something, redirect, rethink about where you're going in your life, having a real clean out of your self-sabotaging behaviors and going inwards. You've still got that going on until the 28th of August, okay? But the sun moving out of your 12th house into your first is going to be beneficial for you, okay? You're going to feel like you have a bit more energy. You are going to be feeling more sociable. You are going to be feeling like you can connect more with other people. And you are going to be feeling more confident. You're going to have the confidence to go after your goals. You're going to have the confidence to go after whatever it is that you want to go after, with the sun moving out of your 12th house and into your first house. This still applies sun sign Virgos, okay? I know I'm mentioning houses, but it still applies, okay, if you're listening for your sun sign. Now, the sun moving through your first house, you could be busier. Even though it's Virgo season, we're slowing down a bit, you could be more confident. You could feel like you want to do more. You could be just busier in general, busier with work, busier with socializing, busier with trips, because you've got that confidence. You're feeling like you've had your introspective time, and now you want to go and just spread that confidence in whatever it is that you're doing. You have got Venus here as well in your first house, and she's been there for a couple of weeks now. Even though Venus in Virgo is quite critical, because it's in your first house, Virgos, this is going to be helping you refine the way you look. It's going to be helping you feel more creative. You might be wanting to do more romantic things. You might be wanting to, singing in the shower and just using Venus's creativity in some sense. It could be that you're changing your appearance. So again, this is very much focusing on your health, focusing on your routines, refining your routines, buying new supplements, just a little bit more focus on perhaps the way you look, or yeah, it's your general day to day. So the first house is anything to do with you. So this could be anything going on in your life right now. It's going to improve with the sun moving through the first house, and you guys are just going to be feeling just generally a bit better. Like if you were struggling with your mental health, this is just going to make you feel a bit more positive and confident about the future. So that's obviously really great. And then we are going to have a new moon here in your first house on the 3rd of September. So new moons it's a new beginning. It's the start of something, okay? Now the new moon is, I didn't check what degree it's going to happen at. It's on the 3rd of September. Hold on. So the new moon will be happening at 10 degrees of Virgo on the 3rd of September, guys, in your first house. So this is a new beginning in terms of who you are. So who you are as a person, who you identify to be. There's some sort of new beginning. It is opposing Saturn. So this could suggest that you are having to become more responsible for something. You are having to mature in some way, or it could be that you want to start something new, but there's a bit of a delay. It could be that the way you approach the world, you've got a new beginning, or you're starting a project, and the way you approach the world is having some sort of delay, or again, it's asking you to become more responsible and step up your responsibilities. You do have Saturn in the 7th house. This could involve your partner or other people in some sense. But generally it's a new beginning around you, Virgos. So it could be something, a new physical appearance. You could be changing your look. You could be becoming a parent. You could be just deciding that you are going to become a better version of yourself, a more mature version of yourself, something like that, okay? Good luck. Libra, you have got the sun moving through your 12th house. Now, Libra, this is more of an introspective time for you guys, okay? You have got Venus in the 12th house as well. And because Venus rules you, you may have been feeling a little bit off the past couple of weeks. Venus in the 12th it's like you don't really want to socialize. You might want to hide away. And with the sun going through here, this is your energy, okay? So this is not a great time for socializing, because you might struggle with socializing around this time. You might feel that people drain your energy and you just kind of don't really want to be there. If you're trying to go to social events, you don't really want to be there. If you are there, you then need to come home and kind of release everyone's energy. So this is a good time for just staying at home, doing some introspection, focusing on meditation and yoga, just having a lot of time on your own to recharge when the sun goes through the 12th house. It can feel a bit heavy. It can be a good time to kind of address things that are going on behind closed doors. If you've got secrets, if you've got hidden things, this could be a good time to address those. Your subconscious thoughts could be coming up during this time, but you could just be feeling in general low energy, because the sun is your vitality, and when it's going through the 12th, you might have low energy. You are going to have a new moon on the 3rd of September in your 12th house. So for some of you, this could be a new beginning regarding your mental health. For some of you, this could be a new beginning regarding a spiritual practice of some kind. It is opposing Saturn, so this does suggest some sort of delay with getting started. Perhaps you've got an idea, some new ideas around spirituality, or because this is your subconscious mind, it's not always obvious what these things are, but you could be starting a new belief process, a new subconscious belief pattern. But with this opposition to Saturn, it's suggesting there could be some negative thinking going on. And actually, maybe there has been negative thinking going on. You need to try and release that, or Saturn is asking you to take responsibility for how you self-sabotage. Okay, now that's just something to bear in mind. But yeah, for the most part, the next Virgo season for you guys is just chilling out, self-care. Think of the word self-care. Okay, Virgo is a healing energy, so this really is a good time to pamper yourself, Libras. Pamper yourself. You guys are the queens or kings of pampering. You know, you value aesthetics, you value looking after yourself. You're ruled by Venus, but this is the time where you need to just take care of your body, take care of your mind. Okay, so good luck, Libras. Scorpio and Scorpio rising. So Virgo season for you is actually very fun. It's a much more sociable time for you guys. The sun has come out of your career house and it's into your 11th house of networking and friendships. So during this time, you may be really focused on socializing. You might be seeing friends more. You might be making new friends. There's going to be less focus on your work and your jobs and more focus on just going out and doing what you want. It's a bit of a rebellious energy, because the 11th house is naturally ruled by Aquarius, which is all about freedom and independence. So you might just be really wanting to do your own thing, but in kind of a sociable sense. This is a great time for networking, a great time for connecting with new people, and a great time for, you know, meeting people that you wouldn't necessarily normally hang out with, you know, meeting people that are typically perhaps on a different level to you, but you don't see it that way because you're kind of branching your horizons out. It's a great time to be charitable. Do something for charity, do something for humanity, put some focus into, you know, a charity project or something like that. You could also be focusing more on your goals and your dreams and your wishes. So you could be thinking about, if you want to buy a new car, you could be thinking about how you're going to save up for that car. You could be thinking about your future a lot with the sun in the 11th house, okay? And you are going to have a new moon here on the 3rd of September. So this is pointing towards a new beginning or new ideas. So for some of you, you could have made a new friend. For some of you, you could be starting a new humanitarian project. For some of you, you could be mingling with a new group of people. You could be you know, having ideas again to do with your goals. You could be setting this is a great new moon to be setting your goals and your wishes for your future, okay, and for them to be able to come true, because the 11th house is your goals and your dreams and your wishes. So it's a good time to be setting new intentions around the new moon for what do you want from life. You know, you can think outside the box with the 11th house. You can be innovative. I can never say that word. Innovative. You could be forward thinking, okay? So there's no the sky's the limit, okay? The sky is the limit when there's a new moon in the 11th house. That's what I'm trying to get at. So this is a good transit for you, Scorpios. Enjoy. Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. During Virgo season, you have got the sun moving through your 10th house of career, okay? So there's energy and focus around your career during this time. You've also got Venus here, so this is new opportunities to gain, expand within your career, get a promotion. There's going to be more focus on climbing the career ladder. There's going to be more focus on starting your own business if that's what you want to do. Your energy and your thoughts are going to be really focused on how can I improve my public image? How can I climb the career ladder? For some of you, having business meetings with new business partners is potentially around this time. There could be some focus here on your parents. So you may have to help with a parent because this is Virgo energy. So being of help to a parent in some sense for some of you. Obviously, if you still got your parents, that would apply. Or older people in general, just kind of helping out with older people. But generally speaking, this is, you know, how is my reputation changing? Maybe, you know, if you work on social media, maybe you're in the limelight a bit more. Maybe people are recognizing you more at the moment, Sagittarius, okay? There could be a lot of recognition. And on the 3rd of September, you are going to be having a new moon in this house. This is a new beginning within your career. This is a new beginning within your public status. So for some of you, you could get pregnant. For some of you, you could get engaged. For some of you, you could get married. Your reputation is changing. There could be new ideas around a business. There could be new ideas around a career. You could be starting a new career. There is an opposition to Saturn in the fourth house of family and home. So this could be affecting your home life. Your career, the new beginning in your career could be affecting your home life. The new beginning, or having to, if this is something to do with your parents, if it is something to do with a family member, then actually it could be something a bit more negative because of this opposition to Saturn. That might be true for some of you, but a lot of you it would just be something to do with your work and your career, a new beginning, new ideas. But Saturn is asking you to become responsible. Okay, you might have to. This new beginning might come at the cost of something to do with your home. This new beginning might have some sort of delay to it, or you just have to sort a few things out before it can really take hold, if that makes sense. So good luck, Sagittarius. Capricorn and Capricorn rising. So during Virgo season, you may be expanding your mind. You may be learning something new. You guys, for some of you, could be taking a course, you could be studying something further. There could be more interest in developing your beliefs. So if you've just started to get into spirituality or astrology, or even if you've been in it for a long time, there could be some emphasis on expanding your beliefs, expanding your spirituality. You could be meeting people that are going to help you expand your beliefs. You could be meeting teachers. You could be taking a course. You could be publishing something or putting some energy into some sort of creative writing or doing something that involves publishing in some sense. Venus is here as well, so she's helping you with the creative side of things. For some of you, you could be traveling. You could be going on holiday. This is a great time to go on holiday. The ninth house is travel. When you go on holiday, you will have pleasant experiences. You may meet somebody. You may learn, start to learn the language and just really enjoy kind of integrating yourself into a new culture. Then on the 3rd of September, you guys are going to be having a new moon in this house. So this is a new beginning around everything I've just said. So for some of you, again, you could be going on holiday. You could be starting a new course around that time. You could be wanting to publish something. You could be wanting to learn something. You could be going back to school, going back to college. Again, meeting a teacher or a guru, or starting a new spiritual practice, or going to church, or some sort of religious group. The new moon is opposing Saturn, so there could be some sort of delay. If you're starting a course, there's a delay. Or it could just be asking you to take some sort of responsibility in the thing that you want to do. So the new beginning that you have, the new idea that you have, Saturn is asking you to take some sort of responsibility with that. Yeah. So it's a positive transit. The ninth house is generally quite positive. It's all about expanding your mind and going on an adventure. Some of you might just be going on an adventure. So good luck, Capricorns. Aquarius and Aquarius rising. So please ignore this wheel because I can't get Aquarius to rise. Long story, I don't know how to bloody work Solar Fire and I can't get it to rise at this time. Imagine this is house number 1. You guys have got the sun moving through your 8th house and Venus is in your 8th house as well. So Virgo season for you. Again, this is a bit of an emotional one, guys, because the 8th house is very, very deep and it does affect your mind and your mental health. So when the sun moves through the 8th house, you can have feelings of not feeling quite right and feeling a bit down and depressed and being a bit hard on yourself. Because the 8th house is this deep water energy, it's this deep water house, it's reevaluating stuff and it's bringing secrets up. So during Virgo season, secrets might be revealed to you. You might have more energy to want to dive into your psyche, to want to start therapy, to want to focus on your self-transformation. There could be focus on astrology, on tarot, on ghost hunting, on there could be focus around death. You could be interested in understanding life and death. You could be interested in your own self-transformation. The best way to use this energy is to explore counseling, explore therapy, explore psychology, study it, get to the depths of it, study it in a really deep way. But just so you know that this can be quite an emotional time where you just feel a bit succumbed by all the emotions, okay? Um, the sun being your vitality and the eighth house being really dark depth. So it's like you yourself are going to the depths of things and secrets can be revealed. There's also focus here on this house. I always find this so random that this house is such deep transformational psychotherapy stuff. And then it's, oh, other people's finances, other people's money, which has nothing to do with that. But yeah, so there could be focus here on investments. This is a good time to invest money. You could be exploring investment options. You could be paying off debts. You could be focusing on your on a partner and your intimacy and how that shows up in your life. Venus is here as well, so actually this could be a good time to get intimate, and just go that little bit deeper with a partner if you are in a relationship. What else was I going to say about that? Yeah, occult practices. I've mentioned that. Basically, it's a time for exploration, but it's also a time for paying off your debts, focusing on money. Now, you're having a new moon here on the 3rd of September. So this is a new beginning around one of those topics. So it could be that you're starting a new investment. It could be that you're starting a new occult practice. It could be that you are getting intimate with a partner or starting your own self-transformation. You could be starting therapy. You could be starting psychotherapy. You could be, because it's in the sign of Virgo, helping somebody else with their own self-transformation. If you're a coach or something like that, this could be time to help other people. But it's very much, exploring yourself and going a bit deeper. Now, the new moon is opposing Saturn, so there could be some sort of delay or just some sort of involvement with another party and you having to mature or you having to take responsibility for something. So perhaps there could be some secrets being revealed and there's a new beginning around you and a sibling. No, that's not second house. No. Sorry, I'm looking at this as if it's not in the third house, it's in the second house. So Saturn is in your second house. So again, okay, so this could be if you're making an investment, Saturn could be delaying it. If you're paying off debts, Saturn could be actually saying, right, this is you need to be more responsible now, you need to pay off debts. So there's an essence of having to be responsible, and there's an essence of other people being involved because you've got this opposition with Saturn. So maybe you're having somebody else come in and ask you to be more responsible with money. Maybe you're having somebody else come in and it's helping you with your own self-transformation and realize your own self-worth, because Saturn in the second house is making you feel like you're not good enough. So maybe you're deciding that you're focusing on your mental health or your self-transformation because you've had enough of being hard on yourself. Something like that. Or it could just be something a bit more lighthearted, like you're starting a new tarot thing and you're learning tarot and Saturn's asking you to be responsible and you're going to make money from it, but first of all you need to get it started. Something like that. Let me know how it goes for you guys. Pisces and Pisces rising. Ignore the date on this, guys. I'm just had to move it back to get Pisces to rise. So the 22nd of August, Virgo season. For the next few weeks, for the month ahead, you have got the sun moving through your 7th house of relationships. So where the sun moves through, this is putting some energy and focus into that area of your chart. For you guys, this is your 7th house of relationships. So there will be more focus on your relationship at this time. Perhaps you are spending more time with your partner. Perhaps you are spending more time just one-on-one with people in general. This is going to be a time where you probably don't want to be alone and you probably want to be spending time with other people because the 7th house is relationships. There's more energy here. If you work in a client-based business or in a sales-based business, there's some more energy here in order for you to make good client connections. You've got Venus here as well. So earning money through clients, making new client connections. If you have got to clear up some paperwork or any sort of contracts, now is a good time to get those cleared up with the sun moving through this house, Pisces. But generally speaking, this is just about one-on-one partnerships. And they're just being more focused on your partner. It is in the sign of Virgo. Maybe you're being of help to your partner in some sense. Maybe they just need you more. Maybe you and your partner are focusing on health routines or changing your diet, focusing more on diet and supplements and things like that. But there's just that more focus here for you. the sun rules your sixth house of routines. So actually, yeah, there's definitely more focus here for your routines, what you're doing on a day to day. It rules your sixth house of work. So for some of you, like I just mentioned, this is going to be pointing towards kind of client-based business, getting on better with clients, and things just going a bit more harmoniously in that sense, because you did have the Mercury retrograde, which probably caused a few issues if you were in a client-based business with things at work. And now those things are going to be running a bit more smoothly. Now, you guys are going to be having a new moon in your seventh house of relationships. So this is a new beginning with a partner. So if you are single, this is a good time to go on a date. If you have been dating someone, perhaps you're moving on to the committed part of the relationship. Perhaps you're going official. Perhaps you're going exclusive, whatever they call it these days. You're going exclusive with a partner. You are experiencing a new beginning with a partner. Maybe you guys are going to do something fun. Maybe you've turned a corner and there's just some sort of new beginning. Yeah, some new beginning with a partner. Now it is opposing Saturn, so it could be something where you're having to take more responsibility for something. So it could be, again, it could be a committed relationship and you're having to step up to the mark and be more committed. You have got Saturn in your first house, so this really is speaking towards being more mature, having to take more responsibility for things. So maybe there's something within a relationship, a new beginning within your relationship, where you are having to take more responsibility. That will look differently for everyone, but you'll know what it is for you guys around the 3rd of September. Aries and Aries rising. So you guys have got the sun moving through Virgo, through your sixth house of daily work, routines, and health. So you could be very busy at work. You could be refining a lot of details around something at work. You could be, and there's just more energy and focus, and you're putting a lot of your energy into your work at the moment. You could be focusing on your health, or health problems could come up at this time, especially around the new moon with the opposition to Saturn. So because the sun is your vitality, if you've got any planets in the sixth, or if the sun is making any aspects to anything, you guys could, become unwell or something like that. Hopefully nothing too serious, but your sun is your energy and your vitality and moving through the sixth house of health. If it's going to be aspecting other things in your chart, in your personal chart, you could feel this. Okay, you could, it might aspect your ascendant. If you're an Aries rising, depending where it is, it could in conjunct your ascendant, and you could be feeling not your best during this time. But you are going to be busy. Generally speaking, the sun is not negative. It can be at times, but it's not a negative planet. So it could just be that you're refining details at work. You are likely to be helping colleagues, being of service to people, changing your routines, focusing on your health. Venus is here as well, so she is helping you. Getting on better with colleagues, having conversations, there's energy around your co-workers during this time, focusing on your pets in some sense. Now, you have got a new moon on the 3rd of September, and it is opposing Saturn in your 12th house. So this could be a new beginning regarding your health. Perhaps some of you are turning a page and you're having to address something in terms of your health. But with this opposition to Saturn, it could actually be hindering you. This new beginning could be of some sort of hindrance in terms of your health. So say you've had a bad shoulder and you were hoping to get it sorted. The new moon could be you've come up with an idea on how to get it sorted, but actually you can't do it because your routines have changed and you can't get there. There's some sort of blockage, some sort of delay with Saturn here, okay? For others, it could be a new beginning to do with your pets. It could be a new beginning to do with your co-workers at work. You could be starting a new project at work, taking on more responsibilities at work with this Saturn opposition, something like that. So good luck, Aries. For Taurus and Taurus rising, you guys are having the sun move into your 5th house. This is the fun house. It's creativity. It is hobbies. It is romance and dating. So if you're single, this is a good time to go on a date. If you are in a relationship, this is a good time to have some more fun and romance with your partner. Maybe you guys are having conversations about children. Maybe if you already have children, you're getting on better with your children, or there's some sort of focus on your children. You're spending more time with them. You could be starting a creative project. So whatever you do for work, you could be starting something creatively. This is a good time to start that. You could be doing a hobby that you've not done for ages. You could be, I mean, Virgo is obviously your health. Um, doing a new hobby that affects your health or benefits your health, starting a new hobby that benefits your health in some sense. Having fun. The fifth house is fun. So you guys need to go out and have fun, let your hair down. Try not to take too many risks with the sun in the fifth house. Um, Around the 3rd of September, there's a new beginning for you in the fifth house. So for some of you, this could be a pregnancy. For some of you, this could be giving birth. There could be a new beginning with your children. I mean, obviously, some of your children will be starting school around this time. So actually, for a lot of you, Tauruses, this will be a new beginning for your child, and it's going to manifest as your child going to school. It is opposing Saturn, so it does speak towards having to be more responsible in some sense. It does speak towards some sort of delay or issue or just hindrance. So maybe if you're trying to release a new project, maybe you're having to refine the details, or Saturn's making you check something or is blocking something. So you might have to wait. So then you might have a new idea, but actually you need to wait. Um, Again, it could be a pregnancy because Saturn is the sign of the parent, and it's opposing that, having to take more responsibility. If you're starting a new hobby, I would wait until the Saturn opposition is out of the way, because there could be some delay in starting the new hobby, the new creative project. If you are starting a new romance, maybe you've been texting someone and now you're going to take things to the next level, and they are going to offer you more commitment. Saturn is commitment. Okay, so there could be some offerings of some more commitment here, or you're demanding a new commitment. You're deciding under this new moon that you want more commitment from that person. Okay, it could be something like that. So good luck, Tauruses. Gemini and Gemini rising. So Virgo season for you. You've got the sun moving through your fourth house of family and home. So this is a bit more of an emotional one. You could be wanting to spend more time at home. You could be wanting to spend more time with a family member. You could be having to help a family member with something, especially a female. You could have, because Virgo is a sign of helping, you might have to help somebody within your family. This is a good time to think about moving. This is a great time for renovation. You've got Venus here as well. If you want to renovate your home, now is the time to do it. If you could be exploring your past. You could be digging things out of the loft. You could be organizing your home. Virgo is organization. You could be reorganizing your home, redecorating, putting things in a certain order that brings you fulfillment. But just wanting to be a little bit more at home, and maybe exploring kind of past memories or your ancestry or something. So there could be that you're organizing the loft and you dig out old photos and you're exploring those, something like that. But just generally spending more time with family members. But there could be some form of responsibility within family members here, okay? And with this new moon and its opposing Saturn, so you've got a new beginning within your home. It's opposing Saturn, so it's asking you to take responsibility. You're having to mature, you're having to step up to the mark. It could be that you're trying to move home, but there's a delay or there's a blockage or there's some issue that's stopping you move forward with your new beginning. You could have a new idea, but you can't move forward with it yet because of the Saturn opposition, something like that. Good luck. Cancer and Cancer rising, you have got the sun moving through your third house during Virgo season. So Virgo season for you is looking busier. So you're running errands, you're moving around your neighborhood, you're traveling here, there, and everywhere in the car. You could feel like you're kind of all over the place. The third rules your mind, so it could be a sense of you are a bit kind of all over the place. You could be connecting with other people. So if you work on social media, or if you're, emailing or texting, there's a lot of communication with other people. Could be communication with siblings, having to deal with something with your siblings that is some sort of you guys are having to be more responsible for some kind of issue. If you get on with your siblings, this is harmonious. If you don't get on with your siblings, this could be bringing up issues, and you're having to deal with something to do with your siblings or your relatives. Third house is also your mind. You could be learning something around this time, studying something new around this time. It's a great time to study. Venus is here. She's helping you. She's helping you be creative. She's helping you communicate and connect with people in your local environment. So it could be that, you're going out to your local neighborhood, your local village hall, you're delivering leaflets because you run a business and you want to connect with people in your local area. It's a really good time to do that. You've got a new moon here on the 3rd of September, so it's a new beginning for you. So you could be that you are learning something new. that it could be that you are taking responsibility with this opposition to Saturn for the way that you communicate. You could be starting to communicate in a more pleasant fashion with Venus here, but Saturn's coming along like asking you to just grow up a bit and be more mature. The conversations you're having with your siblings could be around your something to do with your father or an authority figure in some sense. You could be having to deal with, yeah, like a parental figure could be coming up in the topics of conversation. Um, you could have to sort something out with your car, issues with cars with this opposition to Saturn, having to get a new car, maybe, new transportation issues potentially with this opposition to Saturn. And also just like going on short trips, like going just random places on short trips during this time. So good luck, Cancers. And last but not least, Leo. Okay, you've got the sun moving into your second house of finances. So during this time, you could be really putting energy into organizing your financial situation. So this is going to look different for everyone, but maybe you're just really sitting down, working out what your bills are, paying off certain things that they need paying off. You're clearing up your finances. Perhaps you're getting rid of paying for apps that you don't really need to pay for. There's just focus here on your financial situation, and with Virgo it's clearing up, okay, because you want things to be organized. So you're organizing your finances, you're paying up, you're settling bills, you are just having a clear up around this area, okay. This is also the house of your self-worth and self-esteem, so make sure that you're not putting too much emphasis on your finances being reflective of how much you value yourself. Okay, Venus is here, so she's helping you with your self-esteem during this time. But just make sure that you are not associating your self-worth with how much you earn. Okay, because where the sun goes is where you're putting your energy and your vitality. So there could be a lot of emphasis here on your self-worth, but you're connecting it to your finances or something. There is a new beginning here for you on the 3rd of September. There's a new moon in your second house. This could be a new way to make income. This could be you've turned a page with your finances. If you've had to sort things out, we've had these retrogrades going on. If you've had to clear up stuff financially, now you are turning over a new leaf. You've got things sorted and you can move forward. The new beginning could also be you are deciding that you're actually really coming to terms with what you actually value, and you're deciding, actually, no, I don't value this, I value this. So it's around an emphasis around what you actually value in your life. What is important to you can come up under this new moon. You have got this opposition to Saturn, so there is this sense of having to be responsible for your finances. There could be the new beginning could be that you are having to borrow money from other people, or paying off debts or something like that. You've had to borrow money and now you're paying off debts. This opposition to Saturn is like asking you to just take some more responsibility or something along those lines. Okay, so that's the end of the video, guys. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. If you've got some value from this, please give it a thumbs up. Please remember to listen for your sun, your moon, and your rising, and just see which is more accurate for you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.